Welcome back, baby faces. We're back once again. Much like that infection you got on that spot, you're not allowed to show anybody.
Wait, what?
But yeah, let's see who's on their way to the ring.
You gotta let us know what these cold reads are gonna be.
Is Tenactin
This shit
sponsor?
Follow the buzzer.
Tough acting Tenactin. Shit better act tough.
Elite Steve, what's up, my MMGs?
Old school Joe.
Who's that?
I can't even follow that.
JP Savage. Boom.
That's it, motherfucker?
Jesus. Boom.
That's it?
That's it.
What's that short for?
The Giants are having a hard time.
Look,
So
motherfucker.
Wade Barrett called. He wants his.
We should have got a third for snacks. That's all.
Shout out to our
Yeah,
fantasy
yeah,
league.
for real. Damn, talk about screwing the.
We
pooch.
got fleeced, bro. But here we go. None other than
Pretty chubby flaco. Dímelo, mi gente.
Welcome back, gentlemen. Welcome
howdy.
back. How's everybody doing this week?
Good.
awful.
Wow.
Fantabulous.
Actually, I'm pretty
that's
fucking
not a word.
sad, but we'll get to that later.
There's
Yeah,
a
word.
lot we got to get to this week. Let's hit him with some news, Mischief.
All right. Sting, yo, my boy Sting said he might come back
To what?
for one match.
I don't
And you know what I say to that? Yo, I love Sting, man. I've never gotten to see him live, and I would totally go see him live, and that's my guy. Please do not get back in the ring.
At least you keep it consistent.
Yo, do not get back in the ring.
No, it's
Stop putting these old people in matches, man.
No, it's sad because obviously Sting one of the best to ever do it, but his type of wrestling style, it's just like Ric Flair right now. You can't see him in the ring, man. We've said that about the Undertaker, but at least the Undertaker style wasn't as agile
Demanding, yeah.
and demanding.
Well,
you know what I mean?
but that's the thing, right? That he said that he'd come back if he got a match with the Undertaker, right? He's got unfinished business with the
Nah.
Undertaker, which I totally agree. He's got unfinished business, and so that's how it
In
dies.
2002.
that sounds
Yeah,
just
that's
as
it.
good as like this new Mayweather Pacquiao fight again, right?
Nobody wants to see
Yeah,
that.
Nobody wants to
no,
see
no.
that.
I
Like,
wasted
it's
100 on that shit last time. So,
Yeah, so Sting, I don't want to see it.
You know, speaking of stuff I don't want to see.
Oh,
There's a-
oh,
Ric Flair,
that
naked.
bottle.
keep it in
never
your
again
pants.
with that. But there are rumors circulating that maybe certain loyal members of the WWE universe, in the form of JR and Chris Jericho,
Oh,
Are they really loyal?
these
They used to
hoes
be.
ain't loyal.
Mm.
Pretty chubby. I think you had mentioned something to me about that.
So it's I've read something about the Elite
Fucking Flappy Bird.
working with Jericho and a billionaire. I forgot what the billionaire's name is.
The owner of the Jaguars.
Yes.
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 Yeah.
Yes.
Khan.
Really?
Yeah, Khan.
Khan, yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, this shit is legit.
I mean,
JR Jericho, the owner of the Jaguars,
Hey,
coming together to start up a wrestling
Mischief.
promotion.
Mischief.
And he's the owner of many other
Mischief.
sports.
After the failed acquisition of Wembley Stadium, he needs something to spend his money on. So
Ooh.
All right, fine.
Any idea is better than the XFL. I'm just saying.
All right, so yeah, number
Hey.
one, let's talk about it, right? XFL is going to be a caca sandwich.
Yep.
All right, let's talk about
but
that.
speaking of the XFL, Vince isn't showing up to as many live Raws and SmackDowns anymore.
And the WWE is better for it.
Hey.
Hey, I mean, they put on a fucking great episode this week.
Yeah,
That's
we'll
right.
talk about that.
Yo, but before you move on, the craziest part about that news is the fact that Jericho's trolling on social media. He's like, oh, word, I'm going to start a promotion? Word, that's what we're doing now?
I mean, that's what he talked about Impact, and that's what he talked about NJP Dub when he was
I
going to
can't
do it.
believe Jericho on any forum.
Well,
anymore.
here's the
Can't be
thing.
He's great.
trusted.
He's great.
I've heard rumors that All In, which was the phenomenal pay-per-view event that happened just a month ago, might not actually have been set up just as a one-time only. Dana Massey, who is the wife of the Young Bucks and the head of Killing the Business Incorporated.
She's married to both Young Bucks?
Matt
Is it to
Jackson.
Matt?
Matt Jackson's
There you
wife.
go. Just want to make sure.
Okay.
Shout out to the Young Bucks.
1 out of 2 ain't bad.
Sharing is
Yeah,
good.
exactly. She
Yeah, no.
actually set that up in terms of the patent and copyright as a multiple exhibition event. So are we talking weekly series for
Hey.
promotion?
You said exhibition. You know who was an exhibitionist? Kelly.
Hey.
That's who I want to see.
Sidebar.
You know where Kelly's probably not allowed? Saudi Arabia.
Oh,
So the crown jewel.
Mm.
What's happening with the crown jewel, JP?
Man, I don't know.
Well, neither does WWE because it seems like a decision has
Yeah.
not been made on where it's going to be held or if it's going to be held. But two people who have made a decision are John Cena and DB
Oh,
Daniel Bryan.
that's not the
right.
only one. You got a third in there.
I heard I couldn't confirm Daniel Bryan, Dean Ambrose.
Oh yeah, he's in there, man.
Is he in there? All right,
Yeah.
so three people who have confirmed, three big names that are not going to be on the card for Saudi Arabia. That's a big deal.
So wait, you
Big
got a
deal.
pay-per-view that's booked, but they don't have a location yet?
Nah,
The
so
worst case scenario is what I'm hearing is they have a show the night before, I think in Manchester, England,
Yes, I do.
that they would move it to an arena rather than a stadium, which would hurt ticket sales, but you kind of have to take that hit with this kind of situation. You can't fuck around, I don't think.
As it is, they don't have any ticket sales whatsoever.
That's what I'm saying.
Tickets haven't
They-
gone on sale
Yeah,
yet.
no.
because they don't know what to do.
I-
So I believe, if I'm not mistaken, that the call is going to be Thursday morning.
Afternoon.
Thursday afternoon.
After 3:00.
So by the time you're hearing this podcast, you'll know the outcome.
Yeah, you'll know the
Yeah.
outcome. Look it up. Follow us on Instagram, Twitter, MySpace, Facebook, your mom's bedroom.
Let us know your opinions on it, man.
But you know where's a
That last one is
probable
true.
area that they might dive into, and rumor has it they are going to, is Germany.
Ooh, that would be good.
NXT is going to do a German brand.
With dirty dicks.
Well,
Hey.
this is what happens when we do shop.
Right.
We got dirty dicks in Germany.
Speaking
NXT.
of dirty dicks, though,
To be serious for a moment,
Dick Sporting Goods.
Storm, holla.
We,
Chubby, what's with this production, bro?
If I could just be serious. for
Shout
a
out to
moment.
Joey Ryan.
the wrestling world lost a member in the legendary Dirty Dick Slater. He was a member of the territories back in the day, most notably Georgia Championship Wrestling, Florida Championship Wrestling, and he actually did a little bit in the WWE. Vince, he always hated Southern drawls, so he made him a rebel babyface. So it lasted about 3 months, and then he went back down to WCW. Broke it back, and that was the last we heard of Dirty Dick Slater. Legendary figure, fought John Matuzak, famous football player, also Sloth from the Goonies, if y'all remember that.
Nice.
You guys.
Old school Joe. Old school Joe.
High school kid in Tampa, and Matuzak was down there for...
that noise. My
That
bad, old
music,
school, but
it
damn,
always
that's just,
plays.
Yeah,
That
go ahead,
shit-
keep
what
rocking.
happens, I don't know.
That noise is to shut
Spring
you up.
break, Matuzak was hitting on Slater's girlfriend. Slater knocked the fuck out of Matuzak.
Oh,
Heath Slater?
No,
Not
Dirty
kids.
Dick.
Oh, okay. The one-man band.
Dick told him to write him a letter of apology and bring it to him, or he would fuck him up again. And
Wow.
Matuzak did it.
I don't mean to get off topic here,
Yes,
but
sir.
Let's get off topic.
Let's do this.
I guess that's what we're doing. Let's go back on topic, actually, to Monday Night Raw.
Yeah.
We were caught severely off guard by this news. It's very, I don't know the word to use. For me, it's heartbreaking because this dude is in the prime of his career and he's losing a lot of time.
We've spent a lot of time on this podcast shitting on him in various formats, but we never hated the guy. We
and
hated the
mind you,
character.
yeah,
We
it's the
hated the
character.
direction.
Yeah,
that
Well, we were
hated-
keeping it kayfabe.
Yeah, and,
be
and let's
honest.
be honest, Joe. I think we always gave him credit for his efforts.
Yeah.
He tried. Suffering succotash. He tried his fucking darndest to
Look.
get his character over.
His matches were never bad. He's had really good matches with whoever he's been against. But we always said there was a lack of character development. That all goes out the window with this news, though.
And yes, it goes out the window, and it's all irrelevant when it comes to like leukemia. My mom had leukemia.
I had family friends with leukemia.
Yeah, it
it's
hits close to
serious,
home.
man.
And I've got to say, man, this motherfucker came to the ring and delivered the promo of what can literally be his life. I mean, I think he's gonna fight it. I think he's gonna win. But you know, part of you in the back of your head says, "Yo, this has a slight possibility of being like maybe the last time we ever see him."
Yeah.
You know, unfortunately, you know, just talking about like probabilities, right? Like that's got to cross your mind. And he left a fucking statement in the ring. And then when I saw those motherfucking Shield members come out and Dean Ambrose,
Seth.
and
What
Seth
killed me? What
Yeah.
killed me
fucking
was Seth.
Rollins, man, and the way he was balling, like it really
That's his-
hit close to home. I
Look.
think on a lot of fronts, and even the video that came out on social media that showed like the gorilla position and everybody giving him love, like you could tell, and even social media thereafter, you can tell like people really love him and care for him.
And look, at the end of the day, like we're just the fans. Those two guys, Dean Ambrose and Seth Rollins, those are his, you know, not blood brothers, but they're his brothers to the end. Like they came up together, went through the hardships of, you know, developmental in WWE. They rose to the top. They're the three most popular stars in WWE right now, arguably.
You know, it's just crazy to me that, especially in the world we live in, where there's so much content, there's no privacy anymore, that we did not know. I mean, I personally didn't know he's been battling this for 11 years.
Yeah,
I mean, that's kind of wild that information has never come out.
Yeah, and even this didn't leak like earlier in the evening.
You know what I'm saying? So
and just to piggyback on that, it's rumors, reports are saying that nobody from the locker room and even the commentators weren't aware of this. The only people that knew about this was Vince McMahon's inner circle.
And I believe
They
that
were the
100%.
only people that knew about this.
I believe it 100% because when Corey had to say what he felt after that on, you know, commentary, he was tearing up because I don't think he had any idea.
did he mention the fact that their kids have
Their kids play together.
Right. And not for nothing, I think Vince it might be a little tough to take, but Vince kind of plays that not telling nobody that needs to know for kind of like, you know, for impact or more drama.
If
it helps everybody
if
out.
there needs to be a secret,
He'll
will
keep
keep it.
Yeah,
He'll do his job.
If you aren't meant to know, you won't know till
he wants to capture those raw emotions.
He wants a purity.
Yeah.
Guys, think of it this way, right? As hard as this moment is, and you know what? Roman's in Hanoi. Let's put that out there, right? He's an island boy, right?
He's a fighter.
They're in the business. Every old timer will tell you don't mess with the island boys, right?
Nope.
So he's banking on the comeback. And if you have something this dramatic happen right now, he is going to be a babyface.
And last thing from me before we move on to the rest of the show is this is going to be, if he is able to come back, which I believe 100% he'll be able to come back, he's going to be one of the, not like, he's not going to be hated. He's going to be loved as soon as he comes back.
Agreed.
Because of what he had to go through to get back.
Bad joke time. Bad joke time.
Yeah.
You think this is what it took to make him a babyface?
Oh,
No, I'm just kidding.
He's over.
yo, but I will tell you this.
It's gonna take a lot more to get Lashley over.
Oh, okay.
Um,
You know what's gonna get Lashley over? So on social media, he came out with Leo Rush, and like they had like this thing where Leo Rush got him like a Maserati.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, what
But
the hell?
oh my god, he was wearing some fucking gray sweatpants, and every comment on that motherfucking
Oh,
post
man, I can't imagine.
was about his horse dingaling making an imprint on his
Who's?
fucking Nike
What?
sweatpants.
Who's?
Fucking
Lashley?
Bobby.
It doesn't matter.
Bobby 3-foot Lashley
Oh my god.
made himself a name amongst the women fans.
AKA
Holy
the Destroyer.
God.
Bobby the kickstand.
But
Tripod evolution.
no, they were. I'm telling you, they should have kept him babyface, man. He was really over. Let me tell you that.
And over and over.
He didn't get over Finn Balor this week. It was nice to see Balor finally get a little cheap win for a
Question.
change.
Call it his
But-
Irish curse.
Question for the rest of you guys. You think, I mean, one of the next top sellers in merch is Finn Balor. Wow, you guys think he's gonna
No.
start getting a push?
So wait. So
Nah.
as terrible as the Roman Reigns situation is, this is gonna be a prime opportunity for somebody else to step up.
And that person is
Finn,
Braun.
Braun,
Braun turned
but I also
babyface.
say Drew.
Yeah, but Braun turned babyface with this episode.
He
So
did,
look
he
for
did.
him to
Naturally.
take that.
We'll talk about that.
Naturally.
Yeah, we'll talk.
We'll
about
get to
in a
that though.
second.
Ruby Riott versus Sasha Banks. Ruby Riott takes the win after a lot of interference between the Riott Squad and them, and they're just building for the Evolution match here. Nothing to see.
Goddamn!
We're passing around the video footage.
That's not what Bobby Lashley's fan said in that video. So goddamn.
So is that what happened to Sasha?
Oh, wow. And so we gave him nice things.
That's why
we gave him nice things.
Why?
Speaking of Sasha Banks, welcome back.
Well, welcome back to you, sir, because we already got over that. But DX promo, DX's
Fuck
promo, very hard to sit through this shit.
Oh man,
And then
it's terrible.
It took an hour to get to the fucking promo between the Undertaker and Kane, and that shit was pretty good versus last week's, but still bad television here.
Can we just get over these old farts?
They need to go
in the ring, bro.
Get them the fuck out.
Like, look, I'll accept Triple H because he's in some of the best shape of his career, but come on, Sean, stay home, man.
Yeah,
needs to cut that shit out.
Stop bringing back the attitude.
Yo,
era.
Kane, don't you get some? Don't you get something? The mayor.
So then
like,
they
the
didn't
fuck?
pay attention when they did the crown
Yeah,
jewel tournament.
seriously, the whole crown.
I mean, we did the Crown Royal.
Oh, we got that. We got that down pat.
Episode 29.
Paul Heyman tried to come out and cut a promo here. Everybody, the audience was kind of still in the whole.
I mean,
the down mood.
there was a melancholy in the air, man. And there was
he
only
did his
one
best, though.
segment that I would say really broke that melancholy.
Was that
And
the
it-
following?
And it had everything to do with what happened.
Exactly.
So, ladies and gentlemen, what can quite possibly be the second greatest moment of the night. And it's sad to say because we lost such a great heel
Yes.
in Elias, but
That's what
Elias
happened here.
turned
That's what happened this
baby
week. on Raw.
face by no man. Let's move on. But look, so Elias hits Baron Corbin in the back with a guitar and essentially turns babyface. I think, right? Like that makes
That's the only logical
Yeah.
step at this
unless
point.
they're
You
trying
need
to
a
make
top
him like
baby face
they're trying
now.
to make him a tweener. They're trying, I don't
Still gonna
know.
have always that.
He hasn't had an
edge,
opportunity
right?
to rebound from it yet, but
I will say what just hearing him strum the guitar, that jazz type of Cajun type of music. It
Which
just
one is it? Jazz or Cajun, motherfucker?
Yeah, you're right. It was just a very New Orleans style type of feel, right? Considering the melancholy. It was very
Considering they
uplifting.
were not anywhere.
It
near
kind of
it.
reminded me of like the Dave Chappelle episode on SNL right after Trump won, where
Oh.
like everybody, he just went out there, just spit his truth and was just doing him, and it just like brought you back. You know what I mean? Like, so it was very, very good.
you know what brought me back? Baron Corbin's neck snapping back with that guitar.
Is this the first time we've ever had a guitar shot that led to a babyface turn?
Ooh.
That might
Honestly,
be.
you know what? Maybe
So
because
see
even in New
Elias stepped
Japan,
up.
like
Who-
Finn
who-
turned
who's
heel.
gonna be the
with
heel?
Jarrett,
Guitar
did Jarrett ever do that everything?
Jarrett was always the heel when he hit them with
Yeah.
the guitar.
That's true.
Same with the
I
honky
mean, he
tonk.
hit Beetlejuice.
Right.
That was
Right.
fucked up,
Oh my god.
He deserved it.
Was it?
dude. He is like, what's the word?
He lived.
5.
Small person or little person
But like, never
He
mind.
lived.
Let's move on.
Shout out to that. Annex.
suffers from dwarfism.
We're gonna lose sponsorships.
So
So Bella and Rousey contract signing. This is money. This was pretty good. They came out and
Rousey was
Bella
on point.
she ran it on Rousey, gave her the tongue lashing that she deserved.
Whoa.
But
You talking about Raw or Raw?
What?
well, I'm leading into something raw.
Hey, that's what kind of nice thing.
But that's exactly
Trojan
what Cam
condoms.
Nice things. I like her reaction.
not a
I like
sponsor.
Ronda's reaction to what was said, and she held her own, and she made me want to watch. And not for nothing, we'll get to that one later. But I think both women championships at Evolution's build very well done, and I really want to watch both of them now.
but Becky and Charlotte was still better.
Oh,
It's gonna be a better
Yeah,
match.
yeah.
But yo,
yeah.
it's crazy because when she smacked the shit out of her, I thought she stabbed her with the pen, yo. Like I thought there was gonna be a slash
Oh,
on
ha.
her face
Right.
because she had the pen in the same hand.
It was a great promo. It was well
was.
done. I enjoyed it. The Fatal 4-Way. Do you guys remember when women's Fatal 4-Ways were watchable and enjoyable and
Nope, me
amazing?
neither.
Unless you were watching NXT though.
I will say this. I will say this again later because it's gonna happen. especially when we cover SmackDown. But it's disappointing that we have WWE's first all-women pay-per-view, and both mainstream shows did a terrible job of promoting for that event.
Yeah, I feel like it's a throwaway
It,
pay-per-view.
it felt more of a crown jewel push.
I
I get SmackDown a little up over
for
on
me,
Raws, but
with
still
that situation, it sucks because you had Super Showdown that you had to promote. Now you had Crown Jewel that before these allegations, I mean, they're facts at this point, but before they came out, you had to promote that because that was your money. So SmackDown 1000 didn't benefit from that, and Evolution didn't benefit from that. It's just a tough spot in the year to be doing a pay-per-view like that. They should have tried to run it a little later, to be honest with you. So
feels like a lot of combustion in the fucking.
But I think that the main problem is the card that they have built, and then what they did this week.
Well, the problem here is people leaked the original card. So when that happens, they try to switch it around. If anything gets leaked, they're going to try and switch it around.
Thank you, Sasha Banks.
Yeah, exactly. Prime example of WWE changing something when it gets leaked.
Yeah, but you know what? I'd rather see some good stuff that's leaked than a terrible card.
But
right, because we know mostly about everything.
No,
that's why everybody's so taken aback by the leukemia news because we don't, we didn't know about it.
Yeah,
right.
The backstage interview with Trish and Lita was pretty dope. Yeah, they had a little scuffle with, I think, who was
Stop bringing back Alicia Fox and Mickey James,
who was towering them.
Hey, yeah, right. She was like 8 feet tall.
Alicia Fox, man.
She's got the best sewn-in weave in all of the WWE. No, real talk, yo. That shit is well done because she wrestles and that shit does not. Yeah,
no, even in the segment they dragged her around.
And I'm not sure if you guys are aware, but the reason why Alicia Fox was put in that segment is because she might be replacing Alexa Bliss.
Because she has a broken nose, right?
Because Alexa Bliss got injured at a live event this past weekend.
What?
Thanks to know who.
Ronda Rousey.
So what's that? 3 times now?
Yeah. See, that's a problem.
That could be a pairing thing, though, no?
3 times is a problem.
Don't you think that's
Shout out to my baby mama.
Nah, figure it out. You're supposed to be a professional.
Yeah.
But I could, Ronda Rousey's a fighter. I can see that happening. But that
might be a little transition.
Yeah, that's inexcusable. Like, yo, you really gotta get your shit together.
Yeah, she should talk to Brie.
Let's
speaking of somebody that's got to get their shit together.
Oh.
So
pack their
the main event, gentlemen.
Get their shit together. Just make sure it's together.
Evening.
Do everything you can
together.
Make sure it's together, though.
Well, 2 people that cannot stay together are Dean Ambrose and Seth Rollins. Let's just get to it, right?
This is the topic of the week after
earlier in the show. We kind of like ran through it, but Braun Strowman got claymored on surprise by Drew McIntyre. So in the middle of this championship match, right? Drew McIntyre comes out for his tag title match and does his thing, but Braun Strowman ends up showing up and Braun comes out and ends up running him out of the arena. Essentially,
that was very aggressive.
Very aggressive. But the long story short is that so Seth Rollins and Dean Ambrose for their brother Roman Reigns, who is now out of the WWE for an indefinite amount of time, they won the tag team titles for him. They did it for him, man. Like they really, really were like, yo, like he's hurting. That's our brother. Let's get this dub for him, yo. Let's get these titles for him. Let's do this for him. And then Vince did what we thought was unthinkable.
Yep.
When we thought that, this night needed to end on a light note because it started so heavy. When this night just had a somber mood, like throughout. Paul Heyman did his best to kind of lift the spirits. Nikki and whatever had their match, and people had their segments, and at different points in times, like they tried to elevate the standard of the night. The night just felt very heavy. Vince McMahon said, "Fuck him, and let's get this Dean Ambrose heel turn going." Where Dean Ambrose surprises Seth Rollins and hits him with the dirty deeds right on the title, and then proceeds to beat on him. And ladies and gentlemen, let me tell you, it really is like I'm sad to see Roman go. Like I really. I'm devastated because, again, it hits close to home and leukemia is no fucking joke. It's really nothing to joke about. But that gave us, it really put us on the pedestal to really or on the platform rather, to have probably what can be one of the most emotional heel turns of the last 10 years easily.
If I can chime in here,
Absolutely.
honestly, if booked correctly, which it seems they do a pretty good job of when it's the Shield guys, this could be one of the top feuds of this generation of wrestlers. It can be one of those like WrestleMania type feuds. You know, I could see it, and it's a shame.
Austin Rock.
Hey, look, they both have the charisma for it. Dean is, looks pretty sketchy.
I can see it in this era, yeah.
And you know what? Dean's got a huge set of grapefruits that he walked out of the fucking
Ask
crowd.
Renee.
Hey, whoa.
I mean,
But
it did nothing for me though.
Really? You thought
I
that
think
Dean Ambrose turning, we knew for fucking
that's the
weeks,
problem.
but tonight we were like, it's safe. Tonight's not.
I
Gonna
think
happen.
timing was everything. It was
Yo,
more of the timing.
But
of it.
absolutely. But yo, you
if
gotta
this
give
happens next week.
Vince knows how to make a moment
Or last
sometimes,
week,
Joe, and he can
but,
nail it.
But we didn't know.
We didn't know. Yeah.
We understood.
But they
That could be a
foreshadowed too
possible-
much.
But we understood.
So
We
much.
you never really know. That's
What?
the reality.
I agree. I would have
Yeah.
much rather just had him turn.
now,
and,
I think
surprise
the
him.
most interesting thing about this heel turn is what Dean was saying to Rollins while he was fucking him up.
Tell him.
Right.
He
What was
said,
he saying?
"Why would you say that? Say it again." Like, I think he said something along the lines of, "Here, take these," and he threw the belts at Rollins,
Oh.
implying that he cares more about the championships than the Brotherhood of the Shield, because him and Roman, they really talked about was their gold and what they have accomplished.
That's a good point. I thought
Elite Steve, are you telling us that really Seth Rollins is the heel?
Could be
Oh.
in a weird, twisted type of way that I don't think most people will see. He might just be the heel.
I was thinking
Bring
he
back
was
that
talking about
highlight,
the
baby.
lunatic thing. Like maybe he called him a lunatic again. Oh, you lunatic shit.
The best heels are the ones that think they're the hero, though, right?
Look at the Joker.
Ooh. Die
Yeah.
Hard.
It's just a simple fact of being a villain.
Die Hard with a vengeance. What happens to the tag team championship?
We'll cross
now?
that bridge when we get to it. Fuck him.
We will have a tag team championship tournament.
Find out next
Player.
week on Monday Night Raw.
But how about SmackDown Live?
In our own backyard.
Brick
Oh,
City.
Newark. Newark was it?
Newark.
Oh,
It was in Newark.
In
Prove that,
Prudential
that shit
Center.
Yeah,
My home.
Mad traffic.
My home.
It's not happening.
Home of the New Jersey Devils.
Right, so
They
New
came
Day
out.
comes out.
They
right?
bitched about last week. I mean, okay, I guess.
Yeah,
it-
Big Show, we want a piece of you. Kofi Kingston comes out, takes a couple nice little bumps, and ends in a no DQ. So Big Show's heel, right? I think that's
For
confirmed.
the 30,000th
Big
time.
Show has, I think it came on social media that he's got 33 heel turns, like 33 turns. And there's a video, if I'm not mistaken, it's either 32, 33, 34, like it's on that range. And there's a video showing all of them. Wow. Which I did not sit through because I sat through it in real time. I don't need to see it again. But yeah, I guess they're building towards like a three.
Well, there's already a 6-man tag.
Yeah,
for
6-man
Crown
tag
Jewel.
at Crown Jewel.
Well, it can't be
already?
a 3-man. It can't be a 6-man tag, right? Because Big Show.
It's
Big
a
Show
tag
in the
team.
bar.
Show.
Yeah,
Well, it's a
alright.
tag team match, but I think round robin rules or freebird rules.
Freebird. Oh, nice. Shout out to Graves though, man, for really sticking it to Byron this week. He was like, "Oh, so it's all good for the New Day to have 3 guys on their team. All of a sudden, finally, the bar evens the score, and now it's unfair to the New Day."
Yeah, because you put the biggest human being in the world
No
in their
doubt.
team.
That's one way. It'll be unfair, I guess.
Shout out to SmackDown providing the exact same tag team match that they did last week
You know what
with
they
the
did?
Usos and Bryan.
They were like, listen, our Raw creative, can you go to SmackDown real quick? Because Raw kind of wrote itself. Because we got the Usos and DB and AJ Styles, and then AJ Styles almost hit Daniel Bryan, and then he did hit Daniel Bryan, and then there was a repeat of last week where Daniel Bryan hit AJ. Come on, man. Like, this is such a tired ass storyline. Fuck out of here. Tired of this shit. They lost. They're just building to that stupid fucking match they're gonna have. And we'll talk about that when we cross that bridge. What's going to happen there? But Whop sandwich.
Something that was really entertaining though was the Charlotte and Becky promo on the NXT Performance Center. Shout out to the Performance Center.
Shout out to all the NXT.
So fuck the Performance Center. Let's just get to this fucking.
Shout out to all the NXT women wrestlers and Mae Young Classic participants and NXT UK.
Thanks for coming in on a Saturday on your day off.
Right.
Fuck you.
But Becky was solid in this, man. She came out, she did her thing, she worked the mic well, and it was believable.
Yeah, it was a dope segment though. I feel like that's the first time that Raw or SmackDown have used the Performance Center.
I think it's pretty cool how they tweeted it on social media before all this came out too. They said Charlotte and Becky had a falling out at the Performance Center, and we didn't see it till next week.
You know what? Yeah, shout out for SmackDown doing something that NXT has been doing.
Yes.
Shout out to SmackDown for being the better wrestling show.
Yeah.
So does this mean that Triple H is running SmackDown?
Nah.
Paige.
I think
Paige, do what Xavier Woods.
I think Vince understands that this is his
Tommy Maddox.
His show.
Brad Maddox.
Tommy Maddox is the quarterback for the Steelers. What's about that?
Shout out to him.
Shout out to Road Dogg.
Yeah. It all comes full circle, motherfucker. See?
Full circle.
We on best behavior this week.
Yo,
Speaking
you know
of
what
full
day it
circle,
is?
Guys, you know,
It's not Rusev Day anymore.
you know,
Speaking of full
I
circle,
saw that and I'm like, we're still doing this?
This
And then I saw Lana come out. I was like, all right, cool.
I just don't understand why you didn't drag it out a little bit.
Look,
put it on a paper.
honestly, I don't want to see this feud anymore, and I'd rather see Cien and Zelina out there doing something meaningful.
Agreed.
Like where have they been?
But there was something on SmackDown that was beautiful to see. And that was Rey Mysterio.
Hey,
on Miss TV.
Ray thought he was gonna be on Truth TV.
Yeah, that was
Popping the night.
hilarious. But it was good, man. He was loving it. You can tell.
And this
You can feel the energy in him.
This wasn't the first time they've actually had a interaction either. Ray and Miz. They had an interaction back when Ray won the vacant title. Way back when CM Punk walked out on the company.
The tournament.
Yeah. Which ended up in Ray not really winning anything. Word. John Cena ended up fucking him over.
Shout out to the Miz looking like Zoolander.
He literally held that title for like 20 minutes.
That's kind of the direction he's trending in. Yeah, but Ray gets the W, right? 619, huge pop, right? That was obvious.
He's looking great, guys. He's looking great.
Yeah, I hope
he might have to be my pick for the Crown Jewel.
So
even
shout out to what they did next. We're gonna be unfortunate to have a tag match, a boring tag match, but then it turned into like a battle royal all of a sudden with all the divas that came out, all the women that came out.
Ooh, he just called them divas.
You're getting fine.
There were some of them in there.
Well, you know what? This evolution was, booked like a diva show.
Yo, they did.
You know what else it was?
They did that much more than what Raw did for that battle royal. Then
it was also a mystery, guys.
But it's not good when you're about to see the same thing on the actual pay-per-view.
Right.
You know what's something that I'm tired of seeing is fucking Randy Orton and Jeff Hardy, where Jeff Hardy takes the L. Like, for what?
And Randy Orton diddles his little fucking earlobe.
Shout out to the memes, man. Someone was creative this week and put up the 08 spot finish with the 2018 spot finish.
Yeah, and literally took 10 years for that spot
Twist
to happen
of Fate
again.
to RKO, right? 10
spot.
years apart. Royal Rumble, and then they did it
But
again.
shout out to them, man, because like at the end of the day, they still made it seem like that never happened before.
Yeah, I mean, but that was a good catch though by the internet. Yo, holla at the internet.
Undefeated, never lost.
Never lost.
Well,
never lost. All right, we got some other news, right?
Shout out to Dana Brooke.
Shout out to the
and to Enos
MMGs out
Cantor.
there.
Wait, shout out to Enos Cantor, Nick Center, who is currently dated Dana Brooke. Loves the
shout
WWE.
him out, motherfucker. They suck.
The Knicks are awesome.
They
Stop
are,
it.
yo. Yeah.
So Enos Cantor is actually a very.
I'm a Knicks fan, man. I can admit.
Shut up.
No.
Enos Cantor is actually a very big Knicks, WWE fan. He actually is in communication with Paul Heyman. He's a WWE fan. And
KC fan.
I can't. This is why we can't have nice things.
Yeah, he hit up fucking Paul Heyman.
He's actually thinking about. He said he wants to wrestle after his basketball career is over.
Oh yeah,
which might be next season.
Damn.
I'm just fucking around. If you want to come on the show, come on the show.
He ain't no joking,
Not
Noah.
anymore.
Yo.
Shout out to that moment from the Facebook mixed match challenge where it was Asuka and Naomi. Whatever.
Aren't they tag teams, by the
Nah,
way?
yeah, well, they're tag teams, but it was
Nice
mixed
go.
match.
Miz,
challenge,
yeah, it was
yeah.
Miz and Asuka and Naomi and Uso
And her boyfriend.
and then they just started dancing in the middle of the ring.
Did they?
Yeah,
Okay.
they like high fived and they just started dancing and Miz is like, "What the hell is that?" Miz always in character, always like
That's
control of his his character and his storyline, and he's like, "You can't do that." We're supposed to be what is it? Oscar or awful or awesome? Or what? Oscar. There you go. Yeah, whatever. Well, it was awful, right?
Shout out to Bobby Roode and Finn Balor's jacket exchange and
Yo, word.
Really?
Bobby Roode could even fit in Finn's jacket.
Well, they just went in and just switched jackets.
They switched jacket and they started doing each other moves, and it went south.
Women, let me hear you say. Ladies all across the world, listen up, we're looking for.
Gentlemen, we're
Like we
days
all do.
away now at this point from Evolution.
Yeah, we got what, 4 days?
And
4
it's
more
still a
days.
mystery.
Damn.
Is the card
What the
is the
fuck?
card a mystery?
We're better than this. Than
Are
this
we,
fucking
though?
joke.
Are
God
we
damn
there?
it.
And
Thanks
so
for
is the
me.
WWE.
It's
Is it that
unforgiven,
bad
unforeseen.
though?
Well, I mean, speaking of jokes, the pay-per-view is one. So
Yo, how about this, right? Remember when that card broke a couple weeks ago and that card leaked of the Evolution, the original?
how about this? You MMG, stop leaking that shit.
Word.
Yeah,
So we can get a good
Yeah,
fucking
man.
pay-per-view, man.
Well, nah,
Yeah.
but this pay-per-view is not good. It hasn't been pushed. Listen, I'm a storyline guy more than a wrestling guy. Like I appreciate the wrestling, but I want to be storyline driven. Like I want to be told a really, really good story.
I
and
think
this fucking
for this though,
pay-per-view is hot garbage.
like you would have had 2, 3, 4, maybe good storylines going into it. But what they wanted to do with all the NXT superstars as well, I think it was just too much. I think you had to kind of run it like an all-in, where it's just
Well,
like jumbled matches. And
I'll
stuff.
piggyback your point from before is that maybe a lot of that shit got altered because of the damn leak too. Maybe they
Yeah,
had
I was
that sucks too,
if
man.
that's the case, then they did a terrible job. Because I feel like this card is so
Where
weak
the
and it was so underdeveloped.
Well, when a
But-
card like that gets leaked, you can only go down, right? If you're gonna alter it, it can only get worse. from
Strengthen
there,
the
no?
story. You could either fall back or double down, and they fell back so hard that now what they got is so weak. You could double down and just be like, "Yo, I'm gonna make this storyline so dope that you're gonna want to watch it anyways."
One would say they've leaned back harder than Fat Joe.
Ooh.
That's all.
Bar-
Shout out
barras.
to the Bronx. I will tell you though, I think the matches
Do the
that I
rock
really have the potential to be the matches of the night
Early.
are the NXT matches. I mean, you have the NXT Women's Championship.
Well, let's go through it, right? Let's go through it. We're gonna make our picks. Yes.
Yeah, let's do that.
All right. So,
That's a lot of
all right,
shit.
So go ahead, JP Savage.
Dale,
What's
papi.
the first match of the night?
I mean, we don't know the order at this point, right?
But
But
what we think? Well, we have a good understanding. I mean, we were able to predict.
Well, I mean,
Super
what we
Showdown,
got,
right?
what
We
we
know
got in front of
everything
us
on
right
this
now.
show.
We'll just go run down the list with what
It doesn't
we have
matter.
absolutely,
ahead of us.
Vince
So-
is gonna change it after he listens anyways.
of course,
Yeah, of course, because he
So,
listens. To
so
the
we're gonna
show.
say exactly what we don't want. But I think they're gonna
Any
start
of
off with the
this. We don't want any
NXT
of
UK
this.
Championship. You know, you have Rhea Ripley, who's impressive in the
Yeah,
ring.
she's all right. man.
Versus
Good
Isla
character
Dawn.
work.
Isla
Ripley,
Dawn.
really good character work.
I mean, 2 women that have been in the Mae Young Classic and performed very well. Could be they're blasting off this NXT UK part of the network. Let's see what happens with this championship
Look,
match.
They need to have a match like the NXT UK Championship did when it debuted.
Yeah, agreed.
Anything less,
Will be on.
And it could have that potential.
Okay, Barkley.
It could.
like
It could.
Tyler Bate, Pete Dunne. That's a
I
very
just-
high bar to go.
Pete Dunne.
I just think the match that will
Man,
supersede that is the Mae Young Classic final.
Oh, 100%.
Yo, listen, these UK titles and these UK matches have all been stellars, and the actual fucking title is so sexy.
Yes.
Yes.
But why
It's
are the
so
UK
sexy.
titles better than the main
Oh my
roster
god, they're
titles?
so sexy. Whoever designed
Because
them,
I feel
But,
like
like,
when
leaps
you
and
think about the
bounds.
UK, you think of a classical look.
I think
for anything.
you're absolutely right, right?
You
And then
know?
the lions, right? Like that's so regal. It's so dope.
Amazing.
Yeah, it's a coat of arms.
Rhea Ripley,
Yeah.
right? Rhea Ripley keeps it. Rhea
I
Ripley,
think so. I think
think
so.
so.
right?
I think she's the future.
I think
And
Isla
she's-
Dawn is
yeah,
going to have
she's
a very
young.
good career. I just don't think she wins a tonight.
No, not tonight. I think Ripley's the way to go, especially trying to lift off that franchise.
I agree. She don't win it tonight because she's gonna win it on Sunday.
Hey.
So
Right, everybody's down. Rhea Ripley.
Yeah, I'm down. I'm down.
Yeah.
I'm down.
She's
next
the
up
future.
we got the Battle Royal,
The Battle Royale.
and that's
Can
gonna
we
be
even-
interesting. I'm looking for surprises.
What are
So-
we basing it on? Like,
so-
what are we? Who
so keep
wins?
in mind-
title shot or some shit. Title shot.
Keep in mind on
Future
SmackDown.
title
Yeah,
shot,
ask
yeah.
Naomi about that title
Yeah.
shot.
Keep
that's
in mind
why-
on SmackDown during the little scuffle that turned into a Battle Royal-esque situation, you had Asuka, last woman standing in the ring. History shows that usually tells you that that person's not gonna win.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
I like Moon.
Thanks for nothing, Jergo.
I like Ember Moon.
Thank the WWE.
I wouldn't be surprised if they pick Ember Moon to win it.
Social
But-
media has been saying Ember Moon.
I
But-
like Ember.
I'm more, intrigued by the surprises we might see.
Oh,
'cause-
in the
because
battle.
there's no way they've told us everyone who's coming back.
That's true.
there's
too.
no way.
That's true.
WWE
Who do you
will
like to come back? Like, who do you think?
Me
Remember,
personally,
this person's supposed to get a title shot. Who's gonna come back and get a title shot?
AJ
No,
Lee.
you don't want him to
Nobody,
win.
nobody.
It's just a
Well, no.
surprise.
Oh, okay.
I don't
just a
think AJ
surprise.
Lee would come back yet.
Oh, that's the one I
Um,
want.
Ooh. But
Look,
Caitlyn,
you guys may not want to hear this one, but I think Melina would be a pretty cool.
No,
Whereas
yeah, hell
enjoy
That's
yeah.
dope.
enjoy that
That's
one.
dope.
Oh yeah.
her
Uh,
entrance alone.
Oh, geez.
Dude.
Celeste Bonin.
Yeah,
If she
I
comes
would really
back,
like to see her.
I'd love to see.
No, it was
Biggie
cool to
would
see
too.
Sonya Deville pull off a spear during that Battle Royale-esque situation.
Look, End of the day,
Mandy
is gonna
Rose is
be-
also another favorite.
this is gonna be a fun match.
Hopefully.
We gotta
Sure.
pick one though. We gotta pick one. Who's,
Amber.
I'm going Ember Moon on this one. I just
Yeah.
have too much behind her right now.
I like
Like-
Ember.
I'm gonna tell you who.
Storyline wise, it makes
Nah,
sense.
go ahead, JP. Who you think?
Yo, I think it's gonna be Mandy Rose.
Good job.
It's not a bad pick.
Nah, it's a terrible pick. Go ahead. Old school.
The Rock's cousin Nia Jax.
Fuck
That's close.
No. Fuck no.
That's close.
I hope
Who do you
not.
think, Pretty Chub?
I gotta agree with old school Joe, Nia Jax.
Both. Of
I'm gonna
are
tell you who's gonna
MMPs.
win,
Wow,
ladies
that-
and gentlemen.
that-
Nia
that-
Jax,
No one
Nah,
said we liked it. We're just
Tamina
saying.
Snuka is gonna win.
Okay. I see what you
Nah,
did.
you tripping, dog.
Tamina Snuka is gonna win.
Yo, she,
Yeah,
and
she
I'll tell you
picked,
why.
she
Gonna get
picked up Nia
injured
Jax, yo.
At
Yup.
the end of it.
Too much
Yup.
picks and
They're
sticks.
trying to build. They're trying to build a storyline of like the two monsters of Midway, right? They're trying to build like Tamina Snuka and Nia Jax, and they've already had their little
You know what?
confrontation. Nia Jax already has a reputation for being a tough,
Look.
a tough SOB. Tamina Snuka needs to build herself
Look.
one. This would be a really easy way to do so.
My opinion on that is hell no. This
Team hell no.
this chick, she gets injured way too much. She hasn't been able to fulfill a storyline.
But you got to give them a chance, right? Eventually,
They've
like, you
given
got-
her chance
'Cause,
after
yo,
chance.
But
bro.
see, like we talk about, you got to build storylines that don't build
Dude,
up to a title shot.
after
Nia
your
Jax don't got
fourth
no
or-
title shot. You gotta let the
Look,
women's mid card
in
develop
turn,
itself.
when we're talking about Tamina Snuka, she's been given 4 or 5 chances already.
But
How many
chances-
more
but
you gonna
this is
give?
not a chance. This is just a storyline. Like I'm not like, all right, yeah, like no doubt. It talks about like her winning the title. She easily goes up against the title, and Nia Jax interferes. Whoop! There goes the storyline, and then so like it's a nothing burger. It's all about like developing the character of Nia Jax.
Oh, so you're talking about like Damian Sandow winning the Money in the Bank?
Yes, I guess you
Or
could
Alex
say
Riley winning the
that,
Money in the
but
Bank.
better than that because she doesn't need the title right now. Like it's okay to put her on a side quest.
Guys,
And
you know what's more
World of
satisfying
Warcraft, nice.
than this battle royal is the Mae Young Classic final.
Oh,
It's gonna
hold on,
happen.
just real quick, right?
Yeah.
We talk about like really writing, like great writing, right? You're building up a mid-card storyline for the women's title where it leads to a fucking easy title defense for the champion that really leads to another pay-per-view. That's stellar writing. Right now, whoever keeps the title at the end of this night is going to keep it for the next encounter. The next encounter could very easily be Tamina Snuka. Tamina Snuka versus Ronda Rousey or Nikki Bella just on a fucking random title defense can put on a very compelling match that gets interfered with Nia Jax and continues both storylines that progress to what will naturally be like some sort of like bigger fucking storyline with whatever title holder they decide at the end of the night. All right.
Okay.
This is a really good way to just build that mid-card storyline.
And
But
we
you're
could,
absolutely right.
and we could also just have Tamina Snuka take a back seat.
Yeah, for real.
I mean, we can, but this is a good opportunity, is what I'm saying.
Old school Joe.
Tony Storm and Aya.
Yes.
Mae Young Classic, right?
The
That's
final, the final we knew about for a
Dude.
while now.
And I ain't mad at it.
Well, it was
It's gonna
just
be a great
confirmed. It was
match.
just confirmed tonight.
Confirmed
Confirmed
tonight.
tonight.
What do you
Confirmed
think,
tonight.
Joe? What do you think's gonna happen with that?
My hope.
Yeah,
I'm a big fan of Tony.
Word.
I think
Me
that's
too. I think
gonna
that's
be
direction.
it
Yeah.
because the predictable outcome is Japan versus Japan.
Yeah.
I think they're gonna swerve everybody here, and Tony Storm's gonna come away with that victory.
And it's interesting because isn't Tony Storm also at NXT UK?
That's
Yeah.
what makes it
Yeah,
even
that's
more
right.
interesting.
Yeah.
and that's
And mind you, Tony Storm has fought both of these women in Japan in the past.
I think that's what's gonna play into it a little more too, is the fact that people don't think that someone from the NXT UK can win and go after that.
Exactly.
but that's exactly why I think she's gonna lose because they want to build a women's UK division, and you got to keep some women in that division. And Tony Storm is a really good competitor.
I don't think you take her off of it though.
But think about it, just like Pete Dunne fights during NXT tapings, the NXT Women's Champion can fight at NXT UK.
Yeah.
At one
The
point,
logistics are there because they record 4 episodes in one day for
Yeah.
NXT. So the travel wouldn't be an issue for that sort of thing.
So
I
who you
agree.
got, Steve?
I'm going Tony Storm on this
Tony?
one.
Yeah.
Mischief?
Io, I think Io. I think
Alright.
I like the storyline better with Io. I think keep Tony Storm in the UK. Let them really flesh out their division, and Io can they can have their All Japan brawl
It's just if you have Io and Kairi Sane going at it, it's gonna be the most quietest promo segment work ever done.
So you got Tony
but that's
Storm.
not the strength of NXT. NXT will put on some brawlers, like some
yeah,
matches,
but
you know what I mean?
they also yeah. All right.
Chubbs, what you got?
I got Io Shirai.
Yeah,
And she's sexy, bro.
And JP, you got Tony?
I got Tony,
Yeah,
man. But
everybody
yo,
got Tony, except me and
Shirai,
Pretty Chubb.
yo,
Holla.
Shirai,
I'm
very
a-
impressed.
I'm gonna go with
Tony,
I'ma
you're
go
gonna
with
go with
Tony.
Tony because you whack.
only
dog.
because the
Hey,
next
Tony.
match, I feel that Kairi Sane's gonna get all the shine.
Yeah,
So they don't need to give Iru, whatever her name is,
are we the fans?
her shine.
Nah,
Are we
she's trash,
fans of
and that's why I think
Saints?
Shayna Baszler is actually gonna win back her title.
I agree.
I say
Yeah.
Shayna Baszler. Yeah, that's why y'all whole storyline.
The
like,
four
whole Japan versus
horsewomen
Japan,
is
that's
gonna
not-
happen,
Yeah.
folks.
Yeah, and that's how you build towards it. This is like give the fucking one of
Hey,
the four horsemen.
hey,
Hey, you
have
can
we
lose
had-
the title and get
hey,
it back.
Have we
You
had
know
a-
what's a great opportunity to bring out the four horsewomen?
When Shayna Baszler
Oh,
gets the
this,
title.
this
When Shayna
Sunday.
Baszler wins the title, Ronda Rousey wins the title, and one
You
of
know
the
what?
four
Can I change
horsewomen
my
women
pick, man?
wins the battle
Can I-
royal.
Can I change my pick? We
Ow!
We haven't. We
Or at
haven't.
least
nice
take
sleeper.
over.
That's a nice sleeper
Or
pick.
take over the battle royal.
I'm
at
fucking
least,
with
right?
JP's theory. I'm fucking with it. So yeah, Shayna Baszler all around.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah,
I'll
that
tell you-
changed quickly.
I'll tell you-
That changed
no,
quickly
no, no,
because
no,
y'all
no, no.
motherfuckers
No,
were
no,
all
no,
on
no,
Kyrie
no, no,
saying,
no.
"Get off my dick."
I'm not a fan.
I'm
I'm not a
still-
fan. I mean, I love the elbow, but
I'm
beyond
still
that, I don't
going-
see it.
Nah, trash.
I'm still going Kairi Sane.
So go, Gary.
Yeah.
Yo,
Yeah,
she's
at
much
least Steve
better in
has
the
to
ring.
be wrong. Someone's got to be.
Shirai is much better in the ring. I feel as though she has a is an interesting Mexican blend to it. Obviously, she was a fan of Rey Mysterio, so I like her more than Kairi Sane, honestly.
Sasha Banks,
You know
Bailey.
who else has some Latino influence in her wrestling style?
Hey,
Sasha Banks. Yo, holla to Eddie
Let's get it.
Guerrero.
bro.
Doubt.
Nice
Riot
to see her back
Squad.
on TV, man.
So Sasha Banks gets hurt, right? Has to fucking miss television for a bunch of time. Her storyline gets fucked, and then she comes back and jumps on her very same storyline. How corny is that?
It's kind of weird how like they're kind of female shielding Riot Squad right now.
I love it,
No, I do too.
and that's why they're gonna win.
Because Liv Morgan
Riot
is
Squad.
quickly becoming
I have
the
another
star of
theory,
the
but
group.
I think Riot Squad's winning.
Very quick.
Who you got, Vic?
Riot Squad, but
We noticed.
I think
yeah.
I think Sasha Banks taking time off on a personal note is gonna affect her.
Yeah, I think.
I don't think she's paid her dues
Dude.
from that.
Dude,
I don't think you're
I'm
back
in-
in the day.
I'm
You're
in
not
a-
allowed to do that.
I'm in 100% belief that they put her off TV and stuff like that because she keeps voicing her displeasure on social media. You cannot do that. That's why they're not going to push you. Because they need someone that they can trust that's not going to bitch online.
Are
Look
we,
at Alexa Bliss. She doesn't complain about her position, obviously because she's been put in a good one. But even when she loses a big time match, she doesn't complain about it.
Right.
She does. She knows her role in the company.
either way, Riot Squad gets their push.
Yeah, 100%.
Are we all?
Who
Squad,
y'all got?
squad.
Chubby.
Riot Squad.
Riot Squad. Yeah, we all.
JP.
And let me just say this
Squirt
before
squad.
we move on. It's nothing against Sasha Banks, but I just feel like she should hold herself to a better standard than she does online.
Yeah,
I want the
agree with
Riot
that,
Squad,
man.
but I think they're gonna give it to Sasha, Bailey, and Natalia because they haven't done anything in a long time.
That's why I don't
Oh.
think.
And they
Okay.
gonna keep not doing shit for a
Yeah.
long time.
Alright.
Because Riot Squad could easily cheat and win and still make them look good.
Well,
did.
Steve, speaking on Alexa Bliss,
Liv
she,
Morgan gonna take a kick to the mouth.
will she even be in the match?
It's not looking so hot.
with Mickey. Damn,
It's-
man, that would have been nice.
Yeah,
if-
so it's the Attitude Era
I-
versus Alexa.
that changes
and
my
James.
pick because I have Bliss and
But
Mickey
is
going
that
over.
changing the guard though? Because Mickey was a part of the Attitude Era.
Yeah.
What if
Well,
Mickey
not
turns on
necessarily the
Alexa
Attitude
Bliss?
Era. Ruthless aggression.
Ruthless aggression.
But
Yeah,
are we
Um,
talking about Alexa Bliss is gonna be subbed by Alicia Fox?
Possibility.
So
So
they're gonna
what?
turn
That's
on
even
That-
easier.
that
for
changes my
Mickey
pick,
James.
though.
That's even easier for Mickey James to turn. I really think Mickey James might turn and just like support her little Attitude Area
school.
chicks and Attitude Area, Attitude Era chicks.
Well,
And,
Golden Era
speaking of the
women's
Attitude
division.
Area,
Listen.
Golden Era.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Golden area.
fucking the Golden Girls.
look, we're getting
The
off
Golden
topic here.
Girls of Wrestling.
If Alexa is in the match, I have her team, whatever it may be, going over in that match.
Nah,
If it's not Alexa, I don't think they win.
Trish.
I
I think
second that.
regardless,
Take
it's
it.
gonna be Trish and Lita because there's got to be like
That happy
there's got to be
ending.
the happy ending somewhere in the night.
No, because you're gonna have that with Rousey when she wins.
You think they go? You think she's going on last
Oh yeah.
over Becky?
Oh, that's
I think she's
100%.
going on last. She's definitely going on last. But here we are, right? I think so. You say who you say, Vic? You're gonna be wrong again. Damn, you
with
have
Trish.
mad wrong.
And then-
Yeah.
yeah, I'm going with the same as Steve. If Alexa's in the match, I got Alexa.
Whack,
if
whack,
she's not, I'm going with Trish.
I think I say Trish and Lita no matter what.
Yeah.
I think
Yeah.
Trish Lita.
No
Trish
matter
Lita.
what. Pretty chub. Yo,
I
get
say
off
Trish and
Pornhub,
Flappy
yo.
Bird, bro.
What?
Trish and Lita, legends.
The legend.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're
Speaking
talking,
of future
you're
legends,
talking about legends. You're
You
talking
talking about
about Alexa
practice?
Bliss.
Oh, legends.
Come on.
nah, if you
legends?
talk about future legends,
Legends?
let's talk about it. Charlotte Flair, Becky Lynch.
freaking Lynch.
Here, fellas.
Build-
Last
money,
woman
man.
standing match.
Build-
Show stealer.
So
You think
Steeler,
so?
okay,
They're still
yeah.
stealing
No.
the show. It's a last woman standing
No.
match.
Deserves to be
Show
last.
stealer for me is definitely Yoshirai and
Storm?
Tony
Tony
Storm.
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 That's a
That has
match stealer.
potential,
That's,
but
why,
I think
that's what I'm saying.
I think
Yeah.
these girls. I think Charlotte Flair knows.
I think
what
they're
it's
gonna put
like.
on a great match.
But
Yeah.
the real robbery is this again. Another pay per view. They're robbing
Oh,
Becky
let
Lynch
me-
and Charlotte.
Let me
But-
just clarify
time.
on that.
Hey, they do it to
opinion.
AJ Styles all the time.
This
Let
is
me
true.
clarify on that opinion. If they're allowed to wrestle their NXT style,
Mm.
then it will be
Then-
magic.
And I think
What's
they will be.
up?
I think they'll
I hope
decide
so.
their match.
I hope
I think
so.
the pay per view entirety will have that style. I mean,
Yeah.
except Ronda.
Think about it. It has a lot of NXT influence in it already.
Yeah,
It would
And
be
I can't
disappointing to see
see-
it have anything other than the NXT
You know
style.
And I
what?
can't
Shout
see
out to that
Vince-
point because maybe it might be the Trish Stratus Lita matches with Alexa Bliss or the Ronda Rousey Nikki Bella
That's what I'm
matches.
saying. That's what I'm saying.
But the Sasha Banks matches, those are gonna be maybe this is the time where they actually can compare. You're
if
gonna
it's
see the
NXT
difference,
allowable,
yo.
you could see that
Oh,
match
yeah,
being a
that's
show.
fair.
They
Yo,
might get exposed.
Should we
yo.
go to this show?
hey, it's definitely
Yo,
in our
it's
wheelhouse,
$9.
and it's $9.
Yo, what's up? We either watching it together or we out to the show together. What we
Like,
doing?
we
we'll-
might
we'll
be a little
settle that.
hungover.
Whatever we
after
do
Saturday
will
but-
be on
That's
IG
true.
Live.
That's
We'll
right.
be on Twitter.
Feeding you that
Shut
work.
papa.
Feeding
You're
you
welcome.
that work.
But
Shut
either way, I think my girl Becky Lynch takes this W. I think they're really building up a badass, and you got to recognize that
Yeah,
this
you
takes
gotta-
time.
gotta
and
ride
this
it.
hasn't hurt Charlotte at all.
The
Oh, no
Irish
way.
last
No,
kicker
no.
will reign supreme again.
And I think it'll take maybe a dirty tactic. Yo, a heel can always win at the cost of a face, and not cost a face. You feel me? A heel can win with the dirty tactic, right? She can sneak in.
People understand what Becky is now. Whatever she does, she's getting cheered for it.
So what are we? Are we undisputed?
Stone Cold.
Are we undisputed?
Exactly.
Yes.
Yeah.
Especially
Becky-
after Becky
me that
Lynch came
Becky.
out and she was like, "Yo, I learned from Mick Foley, right? Stone Cold gives me all these tips, blah blah blah." I fucks with it.
And she
Becky
went to the
Lynch.
Devils game the other night, so she's definitely winning.
Oh yeah,
I think we undisputed
And
again.
she's
in the
the
next
captain
one.
of social media, like her own social media. She's
She's
awesome.
great. And
Becky, everybody's down for
Yeah,
Becky.
yeah,
Give that
100%.
Becky.
Yeah.
But then
100%.
we all down for the next one because I think we all.
Any match that
do we have
involves
to
a Bella,
discuss why? I don't think we have to.
any match that
Hey, yo, shout out to apparently some legends guiding Becky throughout this entire process. She's been recorded saying
well, you had
that-
one with a bad neck. Nobody fucking cares about him.
Yo, what a
and you had
what
one with a
moment,
bad
yo.
eye and then
What a
went bald. But still she's going in an excellent direction.
Yeah.
Shawn Michaels, apparently Stone Cold Steve Austin have been trying to guide her
I
through this
said that,
process.
Don't matter.
motherfucker.
They're all washed up.
I wanted to say it.
Say it again then.
Nah,
Mick Foley, Steve Austin, HBK.
you
Holla.
forgot about Edge.
Oh, Edge did.
You-
yeah,
Well,
he
I
did
mean,
that.
just like his in-ring career, it's forgettable.
Oh,
Yo,
Wow.
honestly, let's talk about it. Edge is trash. I will argue
Disrespectful.
anybody, anytime, anywhere. I will spear
Singles
you.
Edge is trash. Edge is
TLC.
trash.
Yes.
Oh,
TLC Edge is the only Edge that exists.
Shout out to the
Rated R, what?
future episode on Edge, the Rated R
I
Superstar.
will not attend that
Booker
episode.
T versus
I will
Edge.
purposely have nothing to do with that garbage.
So who we picking, guys? Ronda Rousey or Nikki Bella?
Come on.
So you talking about
Savage.
garbage?
I mean, they are gonna be in Nassau Coliseum.
Wow.
I'm just
Long
saying.
Island. Shout out to
Shout out to
Hofstra.
Yeah,
that's
I'm
a
just
fucking
saying.
Mad
it's a
expensive.
bitch to get to over there, man.
Have
It's
to
They
take
don't know the
turnpike.
hustle. They
It's
don't know the
also
struggle.
known for being one of the shittiest places to go. And that's Elite Steve talking. So you want to come at
But
me
hasn't
on
it been
Twitter?
revamped?
Come at me on Twitter.
Has it not been revamped?
Don't matter. It's still a piece of shit.
You polish a turd.
It's
Well,
still a piece of
still-
shit. Let me say one more thing. Long Island in general is a piece of shit. Their team,
Diablo.
their team, the Islanders.
The Elite Steve, what
They're
do
a
you- how do you
piece of
really-
I
shit.
think he got
Stop
inner
holding back,
beef
yo.
Yeah,
that
man.
we
Look.
don't know about.
Listen, man, I paid
You
taxes
see what
there
this is?
once.
This is hockey
This is-
bullshit.
Yeah, this is that.
No, no.
Don't bring that. Yo, let's do that hockey.
Look,
Gaga.
that was a great skit, by the way. This goes a lot further than hockey. That arena
Shout
is
out
just
to segregation.
garbage.
What?
Well,
It
just
was a
like this
polished
match
turd.
put together, right? It's a
Not
piece
just
of
like the
shit,
pay-per-view. Yeah,
right?
Piece of shit.
It's a piece of shit.
But the build was
But
good.
that's why I think Nick is coming out the champion.
Wait.
Oh,
let me
what?
just say one. Let me say one more
Whoa,
thing.
What?
In Long
With
Island.
JP Savage, Nikki Bella.
Yes.
Hold on.
This is-
Nah.
We got to get
Old
back to
school,
old
tell 'em.
school
All
here.
right,
He had
old
some.
school.
First of all, I'm hoping to God it's Ronda. If not, I finally figured out which card this really reminds me of. This is ECW or WWECW's December to
December to
Dismember.
Dismember, yeah.
Yep. The
Yep.
crappiest pay-per-view ever.
Holy
Wow.
Yeah, it was ranked.
Wow.
Literally, it was ranked the worst pay-per-view ever.
Oh
And
my
this
God.
really has the opportunity to really stink up the joint.
But
Damn.
I don't like now that we were running down the matches. I don't think it's gonna be that bad.
Yeah.
Yeah, as we
don't
were
think
going
so.
through it, I didn't feel the
The
same.
NXT.
It's just the main
in-
event. The main event doesn't fit
I think
there.
I think
It
the
does not
highlighted
fit.
matches are what could disappoint. But if we do get that NXT style, we could see a lot of really great matches.
No, yeah.
Show stealers. Yep.
All right,
Yeah,
It
so
would be
two
worth being there
women
live.
who had nothing to do with NXT.
No, obviously.
Nikki Bella and Ronda. No, I'm saying you're
Yeah,
absolutely
yeah.
right. But these two women had nothing to do with NXT. What can they give to this match? What do you think about how this match will go?
If
Is this going to be a good match?
if
gonna
Nikki's
tap.
willing to get her ass beat by Ronda Rousey, which I don't know if she is, it could be a solid match.
So let me readjust.
hide that.
Listen,
Yeah, we need to.
it's a
explain.
garbage main event.
but
A cherry on top to a garbage main event is Nikki Bella coming out with the win. Listen, the new season of Total Divas is coming out with the Bellas fucking prime and shine. They're selling merch like anything else.
but that's
And it's honestly, we know Ronda Rousey could beat her ass. But I think in those moments when Ronda Rousey's in a match where she's reminded this isn't UFC, there's other aspects involved that can cost you a match, especially the fact that she has a twin sister that look good as hell after giving birth.
Every
botches
time we gotta
matches.
yo,
say
for
that.
real. Like,
They're gonna
Weird
find a way,
fetish right there.
a screw job.
like,
That's just what's
you're
gonna
gonna
happen.
find a way to.
Nah.
So
I
you're not
think-
gonna have Ronda carry that belt?
Nah,
Yes.
All the way
the
to
thing
Mania?
is,
I think
look.
Ronda Rousey is gonna Brock Lesnar the shit out of Nikki Bella and teach her that the fucking diva era is dead. And I think listen, all right, hold on, let me backtrack. Ronda Rousey fancies herself a motherfucking wrestling fan, so she knows what's up. You gonna let this diva bitch beat you? Or you're gonna come in there
Look,
and fucking ragdoll her up and down the motherfucking ring via Suplex City?
you brought up Total Divas. You know who was off TV because of Total Divas? Because they were filming? Nia Jax. They're not putting the champion on Total Divas. It's not happening right now.
That was always
This-
a true point too. That I peeped. They wouldn't put the champion on.
Well, then
The
this is
show.
an excellent opportunity for the 4 horsewomen to come out. If you have the Bella twins stomping out Ronda,
I could see Nikki.
Yo, with
Brie
Shayna Baszler's
I can see-
title.
The way that goes down, yeah, exactly. The way that goes down, I think, is that Brie Bella comes out and tries some fucking bullshit, and then the 4 horsewomen come out because it preserves everybody's status. Nikki's the heel, Ronda's the face, right? Ronda has the support that becomes a face group. You got the Bellas continuing to be heel. Everybody maintains.
You
And-
almost, in a sense, you almost do the Shield when you bring them in because CM Punk said he wasn't involved with them, but they were both heels. So you can have the 4 horsewomen of NXT,
Or 3/4 of them.
yeah, whatever the case may be. You could have them be heels trying to make a name for themselves, but not have anything to do with the Bellas. So I think that could work. I mean, we'll find out on Sunday how it goes, but
When we're there live.
So Rousey,
Pretty chubby.
All I'm saying is, who's not to say that all former divas from the diva era come out and help Nikki Bella win this match?
that's disgusting.
I think we'll have a war of divas era versus women's era.
that
And
would
I
be
think-
disgusting.
I
That
think
would lead
Next
to
month for Survivor
You
Series.
know,
That
they
would
don't
lead
really
to
up on
Evolution
this?
too.
Yo,
They've been hyping it
The
up. Is
evolution.
Nikki Bella's gonna hit some sort of shoot maneuver? Like she's gonna hit some sort of submission maneuver, and they're gonna pretend
Or-
Ronda Rousey couldn't reverse it.
or we get a Aries situation where Nikki gets pinned and she
No,
just
so-
walks out.
Nah, I think what's more likely is that Ronda Rousey actually breaks Nikki Bella's arm. I think that just happens.
Or
Actually, I just want to bring up, since I did bring up Aries and we didn't get to talk about it before. He's been liking and retweeting a bunch of people who have been hating on him for that incident.
Yeah,
And
so it's a work.
Yeah,
Of course it is.
it's definitely
Fuck 'em.
worked. You know,
Pretty chub.
It's a work shit.
yeah,
Who you got, yo?
do we see Twin Magic at Evolution?
100%. If we don't, it's a disappointment.
Yeah, I
The-
think Twin Magic is what.
The one with the tits is Nikki. The one without the tits is Brie.
Oh,
That
my
is
God.
not. That's on the board.
I mean,
That's
But
not
you-
that
hard
hard
anymore.
But you
It's
can't
not
say
that hard.
that.
How does
You can't
anybody
say
else
that
not tell them
anymore.
apart like
but it's
that?
just it is real life, right? There's one with a boob job and one
That's
that
how
doesn't.
But
tell them
you can't.
apart.
You can't tell enough anymore. Bree's adjusted.
The one that kicks
Facts.
girls in the face is Bree.
The one that doesn't wear the hat, the baseball cap.
If she
Nah.
messes up with the suicide dive,
La Fea.
The
La
vegan.
Fea. La
Oh,
Fea.
I disagree. I think
No,
Bree is the prettier one.
yeah.
To be honest,
yeah.
They're both pretty, but
Prettier
Nah,
soul.
She's the cuter
She's
one.
the better
I
one.
mean, they were both
Bree's the
pretty.
pretty one.
But let's not
After the
bring
nose
women
job.
Nikki's
to
the
this,
whore.
Oh.
Like Nikki's the one that, like,
let's
yeah,
not
you
end-
go
let's
to
not-
the.
You're right.
let's
We're
not
about
end
to
this-
encounter the first WWE all women's pay per view. Let's not.
And
Ruin
on a
it.
superficial note,
Yeah.
All right, bet.
I read it for the
I
articles.
just hope. I honestly hope. Oh my God.
we can't fucking escape. This is why we don't.
So we
talk
can't
about
like things.
I honestly
no
hope
nice
that
things.
we are surprised. I do think NXT
because running
influence-
down this pay per view, it actually doesn't seem as
Listen,
bad as I thought.
I think 3, at least I can for sure say 4 out of these some odd matches are going to be pretty good matches.
So we all got Rousey.
you all got Rousey.
Yeah, I think so. And
No, I got Nikki.
You got Nikki?
I got Nikki.
He got
Yeah.
Nikki.
Lose
So
it.
you're
Where the
right.
fuck
So
did that come
there is
from?
somebody gonna be wrong, and I guess JP
Yeah,
Savage
yeah,
gonna be the one
And I'll
that's
take
wrong.
that L.
There's everybody that picked
in the
Ronda,
spot.
and then
Take
there's
the
everybody
L.
that's dumb as shit and picked fucking Nikki Bella.
All right.
I'll settle this shit in the ring if you want.
Bro, you keep saying
Pretty
this.
chubby Flacco picks
Find
Ronda
me a
Rousey.
ring, bro.
dude, we don't
Yo,
have, we
yo,
don't have
Mischief,
any
Something-
wrestling
something
experience.
to
Find
This.
me a ring.
We don't need a ring.
Find you a ring.
Shay, what you trying to get married?
You trying to propose?
Trying to beat that ass.
You know what?
That's
You guys
what
are
she
full of
said.
shit. You guys ain't
Hey.
doing shit.
That's honeymoon
What?
shit.
Goddamn monsters. That's what it is.
Yeah, I'm handing out
Man,
ass kicking cards.
I will
Anytime we
super
play.
kick after super kick after super kick each and every one.
Yeah,
Each
you
Yo.
pull your hip.
and every,
Is there gonna have to be an
maybe.
HBC podcast battle royal?
All right.
Yeah, I don't want it.
One,
That
one,
is single
I don't want
one.
the sauce.
one last thing before we go. I forgot to mention this during the news.
Now you did it.
I did hear that they're thinking about bringing back Taboo Tuesday / Cyber Sunday.
Okay.
Nah, yo, I can see that
Taboo
working
Tuesday, that shit was a failure.
at that time.
At the time,
Well, yeah,
I
the
can see
roster
that
was-
working
The
now.
people's era.
Yeah,
I
that
think
shit-
they're better
that
at
roster
working
was-
it up. I mean, you know, you put up a pair, you come up with a whole match, you figure out two different endings.
Hey,
and
if you can
figure out-
have HPC host the voting, then yeah, sure, why not?
I mean,
Let's, Vince, make it happen.
look, at the end of
Vince,
the day,
you're
we're in a
welcome. What a
technology
great
era.
idea.
And what better time to run a pay-per-view like that than now?
Actually, that is fantastic. Like even on Facebook, like they have the mixed match challenge. Like you just have like
the
the
E has
second
always
way
been
to
at the
work.
forefront when it comes to social media. So,
Oh, 100%. Yeah. They've always been. I mean, Matt Hardy led the way with that stuff.
That's all the time we have for you folks this week. You're welcome,
Yeah, for real.
and we don't care where you got your.
I
fix
can't
from
believe,
this
yo, we
week.
should start charging people for this.
I think we do.
This is gold.
Except for the people in Long Island. They don't deserve to hear us at all.
Wow.
Guys, and just faces, don't forget to rate and review our podcast and give us 5 stars, and we'll give you 5 chair shots.
And if you
Oh,
want,
wow.
if you
Yeah,
want,
because if you don't give us 5 stars, then
You're
you
whack.
know you're dumb as shit. Like, how do you
And
not give us 5
look,
stars?
And if you give us 1 star, why do you want 1 chair shot?
Yeah,
get
for
the
real. You
5.
take the
and
5.
3
like,
ain't enough. I need 5.
oh, buckle up,
5
champ.
chair shots.
At
Follow us
the
on
end of the
These
day,
are
IG,
headshots, bro.
Twitter.
We're talking 90s chair shots.
Take it like
I
mankind.
mean, at the end of the day, we know you faces are angry at us. We know we have controversial opinions.
Talk to him, Steve.
So
Fuck them.
come at us and we'll lay down the verbal smackdown.
Twitter,
Oh.
IG, Facebook.
You know where to find us. You're listening. You know where to
already
find
Mi
us.
gente. Psych.
All right, 10 counts to 10. So see y'all next week.